All right, fellas, we're going to cover a gym here in Orlando since Orlando is one of the most traversed areas in the world with tourists due to Disney. Checking out Iron Religion Gym, and the first thing you see is Rich Piana, 5% nutrition. Enter the building, going straight to the shitter, checking out the locker room. Giant freaking vascular striated bull creature and a posing mirror in the bathroom. Now that screams bodybuilder. Checking out the lighting, solid lighting. Wife found a climbing rope. She was very enthusiastic about that. So of course wanted me to get her on the rope. She's a bit of a show off when it comes to these ropes because most people can't do them. You know what I mean? Most people can't climb them, and definitely a lot of girls have no pulling freaking arm strength. So she's a real showboater. But let's check out the dumbbells. 150s of the Rogue dumbbells. So pristine quality, high quality dumbbells in great shape. Only up to 150 though. That's not that good for a hardcore bodybuilding gym, but it's acceptable. You know, these premier bodybuilding gyms usually go up to 150. Now this gym shines though, fellas. I went to this gym back in 2019 or so. And I wasn't really that blown away. I heard a lot of good things. It was one of the hardcore gyms in the area. Freaking pullover right here. That's always a good sign. You know, I'm a big fan. I shat on the pullover, metaphorically, not literally, but I shat all over it. And then I tried it out and I changed my form, and I'm actually a big fan of it now. Great movement, hits the lats and surprisingly hits the tris as well. It's a great, unique movement. So anyways, I came to this gym a few years ago, but they've expanded, fellas. And that's why I'm making this video. If some of you have been to Iron Religion when you came to Orlando on vacation or something, you think you know it all, you're freaking wrong, okay? They've expanded, they've updated. They've got a ton of equipment now and a ton more space than last time. Like this whole area right here is brand new. So lots of machines, brand new dumbbells, the freaking mirrors everywhere. You know, you got the cookie cutter stuff. You got the 3 different leverage strive machines. You got the hammer strength. But I mean, of course, all bodybuilding gyms have that because, you know, that's a freaking... that's a fan favorite or a bodybuilding favorite, right? The 45-degree back extensions, good way to hit the hammies, hit the glutes, hit the spinal erections, okay? This is the other room. This is the next door room. So sure enough, we got more machines, okay, just checking them out. These look like leg-dominant machines in this particular room. Nothing too crazy here. Life fitness stuff. Not a huge fan of it. You know, I prefer the more hardcore, old school, you know what I'm saying? The original Nautilus, the Icarian, or however you pronounce it, freaking Atlantis stuff, Body Master stuff. But, you know, this Cybex multi-functional tower is pretty cool. Look at this. Another room. Okay, we got the power rack. That's a heavy-duty rack. Deadlifting platforms with half racks. Pretty solid, okay? Tons of space in here, and you just know they're going to keep adding more stuff. More leg machines, okay? These bodybuilders love their leg machines because Lord knows they hate to squat. But that's okay, you know, to each his own. You know, I like dilly-dallying with the machines as well, but when it comes down to it, squats, box squats, lunges, Bulgarian split squats, Romanian deadlifts, trap bar deadlifts. You know, that's all that's my freaking jam for my PB and jizzle. You know what I'm saying? That's my freaking jam. More machines, right? I see the freaking dumbbell zone next door. Okay, but this is cool stuff, right? Here it is. This is the dumbbell zone, which is funny because he's got these, you know, University of Central Florida Ivanko dumbbells. Nice thick, fat shaft handles up to 125. But it's funny that this is the dumbbell zone, hardcore, they say, when in fact the other room has bigger, better, more bountiful dumbbells. But regardless, you know why? It's because they expanded, and they must have painted that on the wall before they expanded. Classic pics of bodybuilding with some modern bodybuilders on there. You know, It is what it is. But the classics, fellas, that's what it's all about. Lots of people on the cardio, right? People are just getting after it. They're trying to get shredded. They're trying to get cut up, right? Nobody's lifting heavy here. But this is typical. This is symbolic of a gym. You don't see people, no one's really horse cocking weights, right? Got the barbell suspended from the ceiling with chains. Just look at this. You know, we got just more shit. Right? Trap bar. There we go. Good trap bar. I believe if I remember correctly, they have a couple of these nice rogue trap bars. They got this rack. You can set it as a height from a jabroni doing rack pulls. But I like that platform for stiff-legged deadlifts. Or those, Arnold-style rows where he has a freaking cat back and touches his toes with the barbell. And, cat back, screaming cat, rows. You know what I'm saying? Reverse hyper, glute ham, device. A lot of deadlift platforms here, okay? There are 2 climbing ropes. All right? This is good shit, fellas. Lots of platforms. I think total I've counted like 7 or 8 deadlift platforms. That's hard to beat, guys. Then we got a freaking corner of just shit, right? Giant freaking slam balls. And these suckers got heavy, guys. I swear one of them went up to 150, I would say. D-ball. That's got to be a play of words, right? Giant sandbags, tires, a freaking yoke, farmer's walk handles, sleds, strongman log, more farmer's walk handles. I mean, it's like the shades of the rat's nest, tons of equipment just stacked on top of one another so you can't even use it. Look at these rings suspended from the ceiling so you can do the monkey bars but on rings. That's pretty damn cool. Leg press like that, I've never seen that before, but I didn't bother to try it. This leg curl, it's just a leg curl, but it looks kind of cool. This right here, fellas, well, first of all, it shows me these classic pics. Kevin Levrone, or Levron, however the frick you pronounce it, doesn't matter. One of the greats from the 90s. Okay, but check this out. That was a fly machine, I want to say, a plate-loaded fly. And I did use it. I wanted to come back to it and get it on camera. Horse cocking serious weights on it, but I just never got to it. Giant freaking subwoofer or something like that. JBL subwoofer. Just probably, cranking your ass off in the monolift. That's a good place to have it. I don't know if tunes come out there when it's time to get serious, but that would be the place to have it, right by the monolift. Go the freaking west side, 3-inch deep, ultra wide sumo stance squats with the quadruple ply squat suit on, where you have to have a minimum of 1,000 pounds, otherwise the suit won't bend and you will establish 0 range of motion. This is a sick flag. I like that ripped eagle logo. I really like the logo. Arm wrestling table, okay? That's freaking, lock up, asshole, touch my hand. Let's freaking touch, Like, I have big respect for arm wrestling, right? And by the way, with the West Side and the Louis Simmons and all that, I have big respect for all those people too. I was heavily enamored with it about 14 or 12 years ago or something. Big fan. So don't get it twisted. I'm just having a little fun, Look at this. Look at that freaking row machine. So you can get your legs straddled, spread eagle, as you can row in strange, unexplored positions. Yeah, but with the, it's funny, I'm just joking about the squat suits and the depth because I actually bought, here's my wife. It's the perfect time to talk about it. She loves doing pull-ups and showing off. I mean, to be fair, she's very impressive with pull-ups. But I bought a squat suit, this Inzer, I'm right next to it, Inzer Leviathan. I just said, I want to get the most heavy-duty squat suit I can get just to see what it feels like because I have no idea. You hear how, like, the people can squat over 1,000 pounds and without the suit, it's like their squat's like 500 or something, which is crazy. Like, honestly, same thing with, like, you can buy bench shirts that, like, put 300 pounds on. Elite FTS logo right there. Shout out to, Dave Tate and Elite FTS, right? I was a big fan. I still am, but I read all that stuff, again, like 12 years ago. Anyways, I bought the squat suit for like $600. Worst investment of my life. So first of all, it's like impossible to get on. I had to have my wife like strap that sucker on me. I can't even squat in it. Like I don't know if it's form or what, or you have to have so much freaking weight on to, actually break the suit in to be able to use it. And it just essentially, I tried and it just like, I couldn't get my hips involved at all because I have no idea what I'm doing. And it just basically forced me into doing like the worst technique squat of my life. And it was before my knee surgery. So maybe, if I would try that now, it'd for sure blow my knees out again. Because like I couldn't sit back at all. I guess I'm not trained in doing it. But I will say, fellas, that unless you have like a really good interest in doing like equipped powerlifting, don't waste your money. It's not worth buying the stuff to have fun with it because it's not fun at all. It's like, in fact, it's very frustrating. And I don't see how it's even safe. Like if you're using a suit, let's say like at one point, I think when I worked up, no, I couldn't even bend. The suit was so stiff that I put 405 on the bar and I couldn't even squat down with 405. So I had to put more. And I think once I had like 600 pounds on the bar, I could kind of feel how it was like I could get lower with the bar. But I'm like, I don't even get this. So do I have to have like 800 pounds on my back in order to squat in this suit? And it's like, how is that good for your knees or anything too? It's like, because clearly, like, I'll be honest, I'm not doing freaking 800-pound squats right now. So why would I want my knees to endure all that stress when I can't do it without the suit? So why is it a good idea to do it with the suit? Just because potentially I could do it with the suit. You get what I'm saying? It's a crazy thing. It's really a sport of its own. And with that being said, though, fellas, I do have respect for it as well because it is a skill. It's very complicated and obviously requires a lot of practice and finessing and stuff too. So it's not just like, oh, you put the suit on and you squat 1,000 pounds. Like, I think it requires, serious time getting familiar with it and learning how to use it. So anyways, let's get back to the footage here. All right, well, we had the freaking rings. I haven't done ring pull-ups in forever, so I figured I'd horse cock out, a few. And then afterwards, I grabbed this, giant D-ball and slammed it to my heart's delight. Just because this is fun to do, fellas. This slam ball stuff, it's just fun. It's fun to grab something and try to just absolutely just obliterate it and just smash the earth's crust. That's how I feel about it. Now there's this tank. I've never used this tank before, so I just grabbed a bunch of plates, threw it in like a shopping cart, tried sprinting with it, but my shoes are not tied. My Reebok Shack Attack pumps are not tied, so they just flew off my feet. I'm putting them on. My wife, I believe, see if she can, if you could hear her, she tells me to tie my shoes this time, and I say no. Let's see.
You should tighten that money.
No. Yeah. I'm defiant. You tell me to do something, I'm not going to do it. You tell me to tie my shoes, you bet your ass I'm not tying them. So anyways, we pushed the tank down. Fellas, I don't really know if I'm a fan of this. I think this thing, I don't know. It's popular, and I can see why it's popular because you could obviously push it and pull it in the street. Whereas a sled, you couldn't do that. But, like, for this gym with a turf, it doesn't make much sense to me. Like, look at how many plates are in there. And it's like it's kind of difficult for my wife, but, like, it shouldn't take that many plates, Granted, she is strong for her size. But, yeah, I'd rather just use a sled, I'll be honest. But it's a cool concept. Again, if you work out at home and you just have a street, you can't push a sled, then by all means, get that freaking tank. Okay, this is my first time trying to climb a rope in like 10 years. I have a bulbous 280-plus pound body weight. Just changing the angle. It's funny because I wanted to install a rope somehow like in my house because climbing a rope is great. But like this ceiling, guys, is like, it's got to be like 20 feet tall. But like, look at how quickly I got up and down. You know what I'm saying? So you'd have to have like just a freaking huge, what is it called? Like a freaking dome, like a artistic arts dome. I don't even know. Like 100-foot ceiling, like a gala. I don't know. Anyways, here's a posing room. And fellas, I'm a big fan of this posing room. It had good lighting. I like the mirrors at the top, okay? So anyways, what am I getting at here? I'm getting at this is all around a solid freaking gym, fellas. It's got like 4 different sections to lift. It's got a section to eat some foodsies. It's got a section to get a freaking good pump and then flex in the mirrors for the posing room. Like, overall, guys, I would say that arguably, but not really. It's not even really arguable. Here's my wife screws this shot up too. I say, get the separation. She says I can't.
I can't. There's
Unreal.